Okay. Hello, Alpha Phi Omega. It's Owen here with my co-host Hazel.
Hi, everybody.
And we have an extremely special guest today that we are happy to introduce and glad he could join us today. If you
the
go
one,
ahead.
the only, Teaford.
You can say hi.
Hi there.
We are so happy you're able to join us today, Teaford. We have a few questions we'd like to ask you, and we would like to hear about your experience with APO since you've been part of it for a long time. I know we had, was it the 30th year anniversary at Banquet?
40th.
40th. I'm sorry.
Wow.
My apologies.
It'll be 41 in April.
Put some respect on his name right
I
there.
apologize. Does that include being like an active member of APO or just advising?
That's advising.
That's just advising.
Wow.
Okay.
Has it just been for this branch of APO?
Yeah,
or
this chapter.
wow, so you've seen a lot of changes throughout this.
Actually, there's a lot of continuity, though, because a lot of things don't change.
Yeah.
Which probably should change, but they don't.
So then I was wondering, how did you first join APO? I assume you started as a student, like as a... No?
No, I actually, see, I was here as a professor 10 years before I became advisor to APO.
Okay.
So I was a professor, and one of my students was president of APO that semester, and she convinced me to become an advisor.
Wow. So that's how the dynasty started.
Yeah.
Just been sticking with it ever since.
Yeah. No, I don't know when to quit.
Well, I was assuming that like you joined as a student at like another college or something, and you loved it so much you like became an advisor later.
No. I just did it. Actually, the college I went to didn't allow Greek letter organizations.
Seriously?
So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So it wouldn't have allowed APO.
Not even APO. I mean, I know that we have Greek letters, but like we're not Greek
I
life
know.
associated.
It's sort of weird because
Yeah.
we aren't a real social fraternity.
Yeah.
And but anyway.
So what's made you want to like stick around this long? 40 years is a long time to be an advisor for a club that you weren't even involved in.
Well, actually, because it is a great organization.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I wouldn't
I
want to
agree.
give up on it. And,
Oh, yeah.
And yes, you shouldn't ask why I'd stay on because
That's
it's
true.
obvious why I'd stay on.
That
How
is
could I
true.
ever leave Alpha Gamma? But the old advisor when I first became advisor was Warren Lazader, who'd been. I think he became advisor in 1955 or something like that, and then he remained advisor until he died in 1996.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, I admired Warren, and I wanted to keep on doing it because it's something you should do, and I don't want to give up on it, and so I just continued and did like Warren.
No, most definitely. It's definitely an organization that that has a lot of good qualities in it. I didn't even really want to join originally. Taylor had me kicking and dragging and screaming to join it. But once I did, I was just like, oh wow, this is a fun way to do service. It's a way to create community, and I was just I fell in love with it so hard.
Yeah, and at one point I was advisor to 3 different organizations: APO, Mortar Board, and the History Honorary Phi Alpha Theta, and they were all different. I hated Phi Alpha Theta because I had to do everything because nobody really wanted to be involved, but I was told I was supposed to keep this thing alive. And then Mortar Board was great because that's a senior leadership honorary, so they're all leaders, but it was only a 1-year deal, so you had to orient everyone each year, so they didn't know. But this is easy because the members, and especially the leaders, have been members for a number of years already, so I don't have to do anything.
So you just need to sit back, relax, and watch all the drama happen.
That's right.
Make sure we don't burn the chapter.
Well, I mean, no, that's good,
That's what
though,
we're currently
because
doing.
it's a leadership, partially, it's a leadership organization, which means you should lead, not me.
Yeah.
I should just sit there and smile.
You can help us out when we need help.
Yeah,
but for
no,
the
that's
most part,
the thing. Yeah.
I mean, I don't entirely know the job of advisors.
Well, to me, it's just sit back and smile partially. Be supportive, but and don't interfere too much. I mean, you don't tell people what to do. I mean, certain times I think, oh, God, why are they doing this? But I don't tell them because it's your organization. You're supposed to do it. And actually, a lot of the leaders have been great. I mean, I don't know why. Like somebody like Emily Smith last semester.
Love Emily.
I mean, yeah, and she's an adult. She's got a job now and everything like that. Why am I telling her what to do? You know what I mean? And that's a way with a lot of people. So, but also, I mean, there's certain things with the national. I have to sign certain things. It's just a pro forma thing. But there's certain requirements like that. Yeah.
It's just to show proof that we have someone here with us who can oversee us.
Well, and sometimes I think the national feels that the advisors should butt in too much because I've seen other chapters where it seems like the advisors are dominating the thing. And
almost an active member.
Yeah, and they shouldn't. They should just be supportive. And sometimes you have to intervene. Occasionally over the years they've had to intervene because there was some crisis and and once the national said I had to intervene because the chapter was in a mess. But anyway, but the other thing, and you provide continuity too. You're always there.
I think the way that you've been being an advisor is really good because, as you said, it is a way for us to kind of create our own leadership and learn kind of the hard way. If we do make mistakes, it's a mistake that we have to learn how to how to fix that and stuff like that. So it's kind of like tough love, where it's just you're there to help if needed, but if we're gonna fall and scrape ourselves, but we're gonna get back up and try again.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Your members, you learn by your mistakes.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be too critical of other members that have screwed up either, because that's how you become a leader. And actually, even though as old as I am, I'm still screwing up at things sometimes.
You don't really ever stop screwing up.
No, you don't. You like to think, I've learned a lot, and no, I haven't. I'm going to make a mistake again.
No, I turned 22. I was like, I'm not going to make any more mistakes anymore. I'm old now. And then I was like, no, you're still young, and you're still making so many mistakes.
No, you got a lot ahead of you.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of mistakes left in my future. Yeah. But that's how you learn from them. So
yeah, no, it is. And that's, that's why we should try new things and try, be a little daring or risky in what we do. Like this podcast. I don't know when it started, but it certainly didn't start
very new. It started 2 semesters ago, but there wasn't an official podcast co-chair till last semester, which was ran by Arian Abdul.
Yeah, I knew that.
And then now me and Hazel have it, and then we'll pass it on, and then we'll keep getting passed down, hopefully.
So you think the podcast is successful and you want to continue it?
I mean, I would love it if... Since it's so new, we don't have too many people that tune. I'd say only at most 50% of the chapter actually watches.
I won't even say 50. I would say more 30% of the chapter tunes into it. But I do think the more we push it, the more interactions we'll get with it. I think podcasts are kind of hard to watch because they are so long and attention spans can be short. And also we're Purdue students. We have a lot going on. To do. But I do think the more that we push it, the more that we interact with it. And also if we get more people onto the podcast, it will create a lot more buzz. We were talking about how we got you on the podcast, and people seem so excited about that. So hopefully this episode gets some newer members.
Well, maybe you should push it at the meetings too.
We're pushing the first episode at the meeting today.
Yeah, okay, because then people would know. But there is a problem. I mean, well, you'll see. Well, you're not going to be there, but
I won't be there.
You'll see at the meeting. We have supposedly 80 to 100 members, and there'll be 40 members there today, and so we have a problem with getting people out.
Yeah, we do. I feel like most chapter meetings we have a good amount of people there. This feels like a smaller one than most.
We have meetings. Some issues with attendance, but I don't know. I think the more active people that come are the ones who are at chapter, and they're the ones we probably want more attention from on. Because I would say 30%, the 30% isn't even all of the people who do show up to chapter and do show up to things. So I think if we can just get all of them to show to watch that podcast episode. I think that would bring a lot more attention to it.
No, I agree with you. And they should be, it should be more involved. I mean, it's not a big deal to have to come to a meeting once every 2 weeks.
No, definitely not.
Like every other Wednesday is not that bad.
I kind of look forward to it. I get to see people I don't often see all that often. It's a way to socialize with other people in the chapter. I get to see like my friends who maybe don't go to the office as much as I do because I'm always at the office.
Yeah.
But I enjoy seeing everyone, and I enjoy hearing about what's upcoming in the APO, what's happening next. So I think chapter's really fun, can be really engaging if we let it be that way.
I agree, and it's not that long or difficult and everything like that.
The only time it gets long is when elections are happening.
I was about to say, I look forward to chapter when it's not 3 hours long and we have to elect a whole new e-board.
Well, yes.
I know it's necessary.
No, it used to be worse because we used to have awards and officer elections the same night.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, Teaford.
That's like a quarter of your day spent.
Yeah.
People floor nom, and I cry a little bit. I'm like, no, please don't floor nom.
I know. No. I hate to say it because we're all supposed to become officers and leaders and involved, but do you have to run?
That's what I'm saying. I know you count the votes and stuff like that, and I had a little look into that when I was doing the bird puppy voting or whatever, and I was like, I don't know how Teaford does this. I was counting them. Cole was like writing them down. I was just like, this is terrible. I was like, I don't know how Teaford does this when we have to do like the actual elections.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Actually, harder is I don't think you've been to it. Cardinal principles and DSK. DSK is easy. That's just yes, no. But cardinal principles is this complicated thing.
I remember that took a while.
Oh, that takes a while.
And it was like the day that I was there, it was like pouring rain outside too. Yeah. So we all got soaked when we tried to go home.
Yeah, that's because there's arithmetic involved in that. I have to. You're supposed to add up to the 3 scores. Yeah. Some people don't, and then I have to add up all of them and divide and all this crap. Yeah, and it's okay though.
Yeah, you get through it.
Actually, I find out what people members are thinking. That's one reason I like to do it, because you find out if there's fissures in the chapter, because I'm always looking to see what problems may arise. Yeah, because of divisions or whatever.
It probably is difficult because you see that stuff happening, but you don't want to get involved.
No.
Like that's something that we need to be taking on. Yeah,
but you want to be prepared.
Yeah, but you can kind of see it coming when it happens.
Yeah. Like a war. It's like the war game, right? People like sharpening their knives.
No, we shouldn't talk about that. This is supposed to be positive. This is supposed to be real positive.
We'll move to some more positive stories.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since you have been part of, or the advisor for the past 40 years, what have you noticed has changed? Like positive changes that you've noticed in the chapter over the past 40 years?
More serious, actually. I mean, when I started, the requirement was you had to do 5 hours.
For actives or for pledges?
For actives.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow. Only 5?
And I'm not sure it was even service hours.
Just
like the one where you hang out with people.
Because I can't imagine some of the people did any service. But anyway, and it was the pledges had to do 30 hours. I mean, it was like when I first joined, I thought, or became an advisor, I thought this is such a weird organization. It just exists for pledging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything was the
like
pledging. Because we recruit a big pledge class and have them do all this work. And then, once that's over, get a new pledge class. That was all they seemed to care about. But so it's become more serious and service oriented and everything. And frankly, at banquet back then. And back then they had pretty elaborate banquets
compared to
they had
modern ones.
They had a bar. I mean, APO,
the Alpha Gamma wasn't always a dry.
No,
what?
And that's horrible.
Crazy.
Oh, I shouldn't even bring this up.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Well, there was, a cash bar at we just have at restaurants and things like that, and I think of it's horrible. Oh well, things were a lot looser because you also had
fantastic.
Oh shit! No, don't cut that out.
Yeah.
No.
Just do a big
We're not
sensor.
supporting
Just
drinking
put a
at
big
No, that's
sensor.
what's wrong.
Yeah,
and
we
actually,
can't do that.
Put a censor bar over what I just said, please.
you want to know my biggest problem as advisor was people drinking.
Oh my gosh.
Teaford, I would never.
No,
never.
because that causes trouble.
How? And I'm really curious about this now. When did that get overturned? When did it become a dry chapter? Do you
I don't
remember?
know, in the 90s probably sometime. It's been a long time, but I can remember.
I do definitely think it's important that we are a dry chapter,
Yeah.
especially because
No,
we do
for
have
sure.
a lot of underage people within our chapter.
yes.
Like that's should not be intermingling
Also,
with one
you shouldn't be
another.
doing community service drunk anyway.
No,
No, that was the big problem.
Yeah, no, that sounds
People would
horrible.
Would people show up to like community service drunk, or like that's terrible.
No, that's it's a no-no now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's absolutely, because we had problems like that, because they'd show up at overnighter and want to use a chainsaw.
Oh my gosh, not overnighter. I think overnighter drunk would. That's my worst nightmare right there.
Yeah,
I think.
no, it is. But the other thing was when I first started, they had it was like walkout. It was the pledges would walk out one time a week, and then they chase the pledge trainers in cars because I remember I had a
Sorry.
bylaw passed in the meeting that said you had to stay within Tippecanoe County. And then when they caught the pledge trainers, they threw them in the Wabash. That was the tradition.
Oh my.
I think we bring it back. I think we bring that back.
You know what?
Throwing the I'm not sure. They're throwing in the maybe we could do that, but don't. But they're chasing around.
My jaw has been on the floor for like the past 5 minutes.
Yeah,
listening
well,
to
it
this.
was-
I'm kind of in shock about what
I am
APO
too.
used to be.
I think
Like,
the National made us stop that. 'Cause,
that makes
see,
sense.
now it became that was walkout, and then it became. What is it now? There was Pluta, and then
where are they called? It's like
I'm confused.
there's two like it's like the pledges need to guess like who the actors
Oh,
are.
Igor and Igora?
Yeah, Igor.
Yeah.
Agora. But also they trashed the office, don't
Oh
they?
yeah,
Oh, Gus.
Gus, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was walkout, then Pluta. I don't know what that meant, and then Gus. Yeah.
Yeah, Gus is fun. I feel like so far Grissom
Gus.
Grissom was pretty good. We had about tinfoil.
You weren't even there to
I
help for
wasn't.
that.
I was I was playing D&D.
Me and Julia almost set the office on fire. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, don't. But I shouldn't bring these up. But
No, this is great.
One,
This is very
in
enjoyed
the old
this.
office, I thought this was very clever. They took paper cups and filled them all with water and covered the entire floor with
That's
these
evil.
paper cups with water and just left it there.
That's
so when
so
you came,
evil.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, when they got away with it, a lot of it depends on whether you have a janitor that doesn't care.
Yeah.
And that back then we did. We must have had a janitor who didn't care about anything.
That janitor was probably just like, "There's APO again."
Yeah,
Doing
because
their
otherwise
classic.
we get in trouble. And I don't know if is there a janitor down in that place we have now?
There's one that goes around down there, but I've never seen them in our office.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have
I don't
access
know
to
if
our
they-
office.
I don't know if they. I think they go in and change the trash, but it's not constant. That's why we're not allowed to throw food away in the
Yeah.
trash
Yeah.
in there. So it's kind of like they'll go in there occasionally, but it's kind of our job to keep the office nice and
That's
not
what
disgusting.
Because you're really off the beaten track now
Yeah.
down there. I mean, nobody even knows you exist down there.
No. We
It's
actually
really far out
we
of the way,
never
yeah.
were in the old office. We've only known the second office that
Yeah.
we were in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the old office, we had that the whole time I was advising the old office. And it was okay, but, this is this is okay office too.
I basically live in this office. I'm always
Ah,
there.
yeah.
I have downtime. I'm in the office.
Well, that's good, see. I always want people to come to the office, partially because at times we had a hard time getting that office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And at times the union people will have come around to see if we're using it,
Yeah.
so if we could keep it. So if there's people in there, we're safe.
Oh, I'm always there. I have like a 5-hour break between my first class and then my next class is on the day on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'm just like I'm hunkering down in the APO office and doing homework. I talk to people. I don't do homework. I talk to people who walk in there.
Yeah, since I have to commute to campus, I'm in there. Like that's basically my house. I'm on campus. Like I don't have anywhere else to go.
But we don't have couches anymore.
No, we don't.
Couches?
Back in the old days, we had couches.
The Discord, the main general chat on the Discord channel is the couch. It's in reference to that couch.
We need to bring back couches
Where
somehow,
would we
some
fit
way.
a couch?
I think it was in the closet, but I'm not sure.
Oh my god!
But I think we can't, though. That's why we did
Yeah.
it. Because I think there's a room there, but then they told us they couldn't have it. But like I say, sometimes they enforce these rules and sometimes they don't. So you never know.
It's best not to. It's
Not
best
to
not
push
to
it.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we'd put a couch in the office.
We could remove the 2 comfortable chairs, put a couch. Like the
Well, because people used to sleep in it. When
Yeah,
you
that's
say
what I was.
we'd be there.
We don't want people sleeping in the office.
yeah.
Oh, we only did that. Well, I mean, it was always like, it was sickening. Because whenever I think, we're washing the blankets, it always kills me. We're washing the blankets. That's a big deal now.
Yeah.
And in the old days, these people would just go in and lay on the couch and put their mouth against the, like the cushions and letting God that.
No.
Yeah. Well, what do we use the blankets for now? There's no couch.
I don't know. I don't ever see
To
anyone
stay
use the
warm?
blankets.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't.
I don't touch them.
Well, they're always having this wash the blankets.
Yeah, every week it's an async event, and
Yeah.
I don't really ever see people use blankets in the office.
I never do either.
Or
So
they probably don't need to wash them anymore because they don't get used.
I think it's more for the little service hours
Yeah.
you get from it. It's a nice little boost. I don't know if it really should be service hours. I think it should be more like maybe membership hours.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, if they don't need washing, it shouldn't be anything.
yeah, it should be. Yeah,
Where do they take them to wash?
maybe I don't know. Maybe their own place to do it. I don't want to
I'm
put those
not
in my
sure.
washer back at home. Like I'm not doing that.
No, it's weird. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
That's what I always wonder. I was like, is there like a washer there? Like, so I've never signed up for it because I was like, I don't really want to put those in my house. I don't know where those have been.
Yeah, no.
I'm just sorry. I don't want to backpedal to what you said earlier about people chasing each other with cars, but like I couldn't walk to carry camp, and we are allowed to chase.
We had he had this whole plan of walking to carry camp.
It was Abdul's idea.
Well,
originally.
Abdul's idea.
Yeah.
It was Abdul's idea to walk from the office all the way to carry camp last semester. And EBOR had to vote on it, and they were like, no, you can't do that. That's dangerous. Like, that could be in the sense of hazing. We're not doing that. But they were like, we really need a social media person, Hazel. Like, we need a social media person to come with us. And I was like, I swear, if you make me walk all the way from Purdue all the way to carry camp, I'm going to freak out.
I was going to make her do that.
Yeah, because we would have to leave at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
to get there on time. Maybe get there on time.
Well, I guess it would be dangerous because there's no sidewalks out
Yeah,
there.
there's no sidewalk for part of
Yeah.
the journey. But
Yeah.
after hearing
that we used to
After
chase
hearing what I
people
just
with
heard
cars.
and that we weren't even a dry chapter, like I feel like we could take it up for a revote.
No, because we were forced to stop those things.
National said
and
no.
And then it makes me nervous. Back then I was younger and I could take things, and now everything makes me nervous. I think, get through overnighters so they don't have an automobile accident on the way. And all that type of stuff. So, yeah. Although we have overnighter always close, right? I mean, sometimes we've had it farther away, and I don't know.
Did we not always have it at carry camp? Was
No.
it at other places?
Other camps.
Okay.
Mhm.
I've always wondered like if we would be able to go somewhere besides Gary Camp.
Yeah, we could.
We could?
Yeah, but we have in the past. But
Yeah.
I know once people got lost getting
Oh
there.
my gosh.
And ended up in Illinois.
In Illinois?
Well, they were headed west anyway, but there are some good camps that are appreciated, and that aren't too far, and you may consider it because it would be a variation at least. Although Cary Camp has very good facilities.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And then we also have an advisor at Cary Camp, so that we have that connection.
Like, minus the fact that the active body has to sleep on, like, the hard concrete ground at night, like, Cary Camp's a pretty good place.
My back's always screaming afterwards.
Yeah.
Even if I do have, like, a blow-up mattress,
I think that would be wherever you go. You'd have to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there'd be enough beds for people
I would probably agree with that.
Maybe Carry Camp can let us use their bunks.
No, we have to clean those.
I'm okay with that. For a good night's sleep, I'll clean it.
I think that costs extra.
Yeah, well, the whole thing.
I guess.
It also, in the distant past, we got Carry Camp for free because we worked there. And now we have to pay. And
what? We have to pay to do community service.
Yeah, no, because we still work. And, you know, I always thought, Well, and then Sycamore. Have you ever been to Sycamore? That's the Girl Scout camp. That's a little further out on the same street. Yeah.
I don't know
it's not as nice. Mm-hmm. We used to alternate between Sycamore and Carry, and Sycamore, though, the facility isn't as nice. But we had good relations with the scoutmaster, whoever, the caretaker there.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I have another question for you, Teaford. I'm really curious to see what have you learned from being a part of APO as an advisor? Like, what lessons have you been taught?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't ever thought of that. I just did it.
I mean, I imagine it's like it's probably, since you've been doing it for so long, it's impacted your life, like at least a little bit, and it's changed you, like, during the time.
I think one thing I've come to appreciate the young people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, as you get older, you think these young people are like crazy.
But you're stuck with us.
I know
you have to deal with us.
They're really good. The members of APO have been very good for the most part. I mean, we really have excellent people. And I come to appreciate that. And you don't become so much of an old crank as you grow older if you see young people. And so I think I appreciated that. I'm trying to think what I've learned, though. I don't know what I've learned. Well, I guess I've learned that I was happy that I ever did it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because sometimes, as a professor, you really don't get anything for being an advisor to organizations. Mm-hmm. I mean, matter of fact, I have never told anybody that I was advisor to APO. I mean, in the university, I never put it on my CV, my resume, or anything like that, because that would mean nothing. Mm-hmm. So it's a total waste of time if you're a professor, really. Mm-hmm. The university wouldn't say that, but they would. You're not going to get promoted because you're advisor to Alpha Phi Omega. But it's a great opportunity, and it's very rewarding.
Yeah. I kind of prefer that you wouldn't be doing it to get promoted. Like, it's nice that you're advising because you want to help the organization. Yeah.
I know, though, at some smaller colleges. Now, I knew the advisors at Wabash down in Crawfordsville, and he was a professor, and they were expected to have some relation to some extracurricular activity because it was like a small college, and they're supposed to work with students. But at Purdue, not supposed to work with students at all.
Then you're breaking the rules right now.
No. Well, I'm retired, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But I did it before. But it's unfortunate because, I'm so glad we've got Sarah, because Sarah is actually on the payroll at Purdue.
Yeah.
So she can be the Purdue advisor. I'm the national advisor. But I always worry what we're going to do if we don't, because it's hard to get people to do this, because even though it doesn't take much time, it's not a big deal and everything like that. Still, you don't get anything for it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you were our Purdue advisor, but I guess since you
were retired, I was, but then they changed this thing. Purdue drives me nuts.
Purdue drives me nuts too.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
Okay, so you had to take this advisor exam or something like that. Okay, and I did it every year or however often I need. And then one year I couldn't get on because I wasn't on the payroll. Mm-hmm. You had to go through this something like, I don't know, Surrey or something like that, which means you had to be on the payroll. Yeah. So I called around and said, how could I do this? I called about 3 different places, and everybody said, oh, I don't know, call these people. I don't think all these people. So I just said, let Sarah do it. She's on the payroll. And, So, it's very odd.
I guess at least you don't have to take the exam anymore.
Yeah. No, I know it. See, there's all sorts of exams you have to take. And I don't think I'm that. And then there's this Clary law. And this is something serious because if you know that there's criminal activity done in the chapter, don't tell the advisors because under the Clary law, the advisors are required to tell the police. Okay. Unless you want the police to get involved. And this has happened. And I say, no, don't tell us because we are required to contact the police. Yeah.
How many, you don't have to go into detail, but how often has that happened?
Couple times.
Dang.
If I find out about it, I've got to tell the Purdue police. And the thing is, the victim never wants to report to the police because really, if a crime is committed against you, and I've always said this to the students, you tell the police, you go to the police. And if you don't go to the police, then it's no crime and don't get us involved. They always want the chapter involved, like so-and-so was mean to me and the chapter should do something. No. Yeah. The chapter is not judge and jury. That's
for the police to
American judicial system.
But and that just drives me nuts. But and there's the Clary and the other thing, if you work with kids, you have to have this exam. What you're supposed to do with kids and everything like that. And it comes up for a National Youth Service Day. We've had to.
I think we also had to do that for Terry Camp.
Yeah,
we have to do that for scouting.
Cole made us all get registered for that, so we're all qualified to work with kids now
for a year.
Yeah, for a year. So then we have to retake it, but
no, because the thing is, I always want to skip ahead, No,
Teaford, this is important information.
Skip ahead. Well, they had all these videos, and I thought, I'll skip over the video, because it's always real dumb. And
no, I understand. Watching videos is one of the hardest things I have to do. So I'm like, I have to go to class because I cannot watch them. I cannot rewatch the lecture videos.
But they wouldn't let you skip the videos on the thing, and which is so dumb because then when you take the exam,
it's the most basic questions of do you do this or do you do
this?
Do
you punch the child or do you not punch the child? It's I don't know.
Because I punched the child.
But if you get it wrong, all you have to do is do it over again.
Literally. They tell you got it wrong out of the two options, and they make you do it again.
I thought it was so stupid. But you have to sit through this long thing. And they're really boring people in the videos, too.
They all have this monotone voice where it's just and then you do this, and then it's this.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Teaford, do you realize how idolized you are by the members of our chapter?
Oh, sure. Well, I appreciate it. And it's, I think partially it's funny because you weren't around for the last banquet we had. 90th anniversary banquet where you before your
I don't
time.
think. I think
that would have been 10 years ago, so we weren't even.
We were not.
No, about 2 to 3 years ago.
2 to 3. This is our first year actually because we pledged last year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, anyway, everybody got up and said, "Oh, no big deal," because alums, it's all alums, and I thought partially it's that I'm still here because alums come back and they're always disappointed that things have changed because they want everything to be the same.
Yeah.
And they get lost and everything like that.
Yeah.
And the office is the same and everything. And then they see me, he's still there. So people just like it because the only thing that's still here from their day is me.
I will say, whenever you're in the office, people are always texting Teaford's in the office. Hurry up! Come quick!
It's literally like a special event.
Oh well, maybe I should. I don't.
It's like a celebrity. It's like a celebrity spot.
Literally.
Well, I come in. I try to come in once a week. I didn't do it last week, and the weather's been so crappy.
Honestly, if the weather's bad, I don't blame you for not wanting to leave.
But usually just to find out if everything's okay. I mean, we had some, although that was funny, they didn't tell me. I came in and asked, is everything okay? They didn't tell me. They lost 2 officers. That sounds like a big thing.
That sounds like something you should be aware of.
People. Well, you were in the same pledge class?
Yeah.
How many of your pledge class is still around?
I want to say
maybe around 20, maybe a little less.
Yeah, we had a pretty big pledge class.
Uh-huh.
So
we had like 40, I
we
think.
had around 40 people. Ordering shirts for our pledge class was the worst because I wanted to do crew necks. We did not have the money for crew necks. We barely had the money for 3 colors on the shirt. So we had about 40 people in our pledge class. I would say maybe 20 have retained, and I would say maybe like 15 to 10 are pretty active.
Yeah. Because sometimes, well, you've probably seen this, though some pledge classes seem to disappear.
Yeah.
They do.
Soon, and I've always thought we should maybe find out why people leave.
Yeah, I know there's been talk about wanting to, actually, I think this is maybe being enacted this semester, of like filling out forms of maybe why you're leaving or like why.
Like an exit interview.
Yeah, like a kind of like an exit thing of like, this is why we're leaving or this is why this is happening. So I think that's been in talk for wanting to happen.
And of course, are you graduating this semester?
I am graduating this semester, yeah.
So that's why people justifiably leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you graduate, you can't really be part.
No,
I mean, you can be an alumni, but you can't.
Yeah. Oh, come back for our banquets.
Oh, I will. You're gonna have to drag me away.
Yeah, no, it's. I do wish that more alumni come back. I just like to see them and see what's going on. But they often feel like, I don't know anybody there now.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna say, you said they remember you, but do you remember like the alumni that come back through?
Yeah, a lot of
you
them
do?
Yeah, some of them I don't. Some of them look like, hi, I don't know who you are. But I mean, the ones who are officers and very active. Yeah. No, I'll say something else. It should be.
Okay, go ahead.
At that banquet a couple of years ago, some people came up and they were in the first Teaford pledge class, and I thought, you are a bunch of old people. I couldn't believe these old people.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
What is one of your favorite events that APO hosts, or like is like a more annual thing that we either host or like we help out with?
Oh, that's a hard one. I'm trying to think because we do different things every year. I thought it was fun, homecoming this past year. We don't always do it, but I'm glad we did it because
Matthew killed
the one
it.
that Matthew did,
he absolutely killed it.
And we should be involved in the parade and everything like that.
Yeah.
And we have in the past done it, and then some years we don't do it. That's part of the problem. You know how it is. You get a co-chair that's active, or you get a co-chair that isn't active, and then we don't do it.
Yeah.
And but things like that. And then I do like the anniversary banquets. They're fun. And then I wish more people would show up at regular banquet too.
Yeah.
Because, for example, for pledges, it's free.
Yeah.
And
free food.
I can't imagine not coming for free food.
I go anywhere for free food.
Yeah, me
Like,
too. I join anything. And I wish more people would partake of some of the things that are quite, they're pure pleasure. They're nothing. You don't have
just
to
for
do
fun.
anything. Yeah, just for fun. Yeah.
Like we are a service organization, but like also an important aspect of it is the relations we have with each other.
Yeah.
So I feel like just having those fun events are very.
But I do want to emphasize it is a service.
It is a service organization.
And I sometimes think, because there's some people who seem to be in it for friendship, shall we say?
Yeah.
And
they do the LF.
Yeah. We're supposed to be doing service, and we do a lot of service. And I hope we keep on doing a lot of service.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I know we do like 1,100 hours, or is it just 1,000?
It was like 1,000 hours.
More than that.
It was more than that. It was
I like 1,800 hours.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a lot of hours.
Is that more than normal that you've seen, or is that less?
Well, see, when I first started, in the old days, we had a larger membership, so we'd have more hours.
Yeah.
And it varies, though. I mean, sometimes they're real gung-ho, and sometimes they're not. And that was, I think, pretty standard. If I have to write a letter about APO, I'd say it's an organization that does something like 3,000 to 4,000 hours of service a year. And I think that's still the case, 3,000 to 4,000 hours a year. It being because the chapter's a little bigger than it was like 4 years. Well,
right after
during
COVID.
Yeah,
real
COVID
small.
probably.
And we should be doing more.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard. Well, for example, we were talking about scouting. it's hard to do scouting the second semester because of the weather.
Yeah.
And this weather, it's hard to do anything. And that we used to do, this was a big hour producer, we used to do LUM, the homeless shelter, like for Lafayette Urban Ministries.
Yeah.
And you'd staff the homeless shelter for all night. So you'd get 8 hours of service just sitting there.
That's awesome.
Oh.
But it was a nice service, too, because it sounded really good. You were serving the homeless population, everything like that. And but we had to give up a lot of things when COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I don't think we ever got back into that. And I'm not sure if we've tried or something. Sometimes organizations decide, no, we don't want volunteers anymore. We want a paid person or something like that.
Yeah. It would be nice if APO really ramped up now that COVID's gone. And I feel like there could be a more active body if they tried things a bit differently. But
yeah, I agree. You have to get things started.
Yeah.
Okay, are you going to run for anything next semester?
I haven't. My future at Purdue is up in the air. I might be transferring to another school, unfortunately. So I wouldn't be through Alpha Gamma, unfortunately. It would probably be. I don't even know if I transfer to another school if they'd let me run for their e-board right as I get there. Yeah.
Okay. No, because we need. The thing is always, especially for people elected in the spring to take over in the fall. I was thinking, organize everything in the summer.
Yeah.
Because you have all summer to come up with these projects and big projects and everything like that. And I always say it, nobody ever does.
Actually, Delana did. When she was membership.
Yeah, she probably did.
She did an amazing job.
Yeah.
She contacted all of us maybe 3 weeks after summer started,
that's
really
good.
early on to get us working on projects.
Yeah.
So I know there's some members that start
That's
kicking
good.
it into high gear right away.
Because a lot of things I thought if you haven't organized a project by the end of September, it's not going to take place.
Yeah.
Because a big project, because you can't do it later. And because this is a senior honorary, too.
Yeah.
They're dead after spring break.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to stay open because I love this club so much. And the fact that I'm so sad I joined later on in my college career because I wish I would have joined my freshman year and was able to do all this stuff. But I can last semester, unfortunately, I wasn't the most active, and I'm trying to kind of redo that because this is my last semester, so I want to be more active and more involved, and do more service around campus and outside of campus because I love doing that and I love giving back to the community. But I definitely feel the senioritis hitting hard and trying to get through classes, trying to apply to jobs, hoping I get a job interview.
Yeah. No, I can remember it even when I was in college, the last months of my senior year was just holding on, just I don't want to do anything. I just want to graduate.
Get ready to go out in the real world.
Yeah. And so it's hard, but now I can't remember why I started on that.
I don't know either.
Totally off the subject. But anyway, it's good you're keeping up, and we'll remind you of it later in the semester.
Please
won't
do.
We?
I'm on the service leaderboard right now. I'm seventh
Wow.
place currently.
Oh, good.
Congrats.
So keep on.
I'm kind of determined to stay on that leaderboard now. I'm I have a taste of it, so now I want to work my way up.
Are you going to beat Hari?
I'm gonna beat Hari.
Oh yes, yes, do it.
I'm gonna beat Hari. You can come back to that on this episode. You can quote me on that.
Do that.
I wanna. We'll come back to this episode at the end of the semester.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
we're gonna bring up this exact clip at Rewards Banquet.
Yeah. No, please do.
No, I hope. We'll tell the historians. It's gonna be in the video.
I'm the historian. I'll put it on, and I'm gonna be and guess what? I'm off the leaderboard now. I'm not even there.
No, if you keep washing blankets, you'll be.
No, you're so right. I'm gonna keep washing the blankets. I'm gonna wipe down that table every single week, and that's gonna get me to the point I need.
No, that always kills me. You get some of those hours are well, they really shouldn't be members. I mean, service hours wiping down the table. But anyway, that'd be easy.
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay.
We're running low on our time. I do have
Okay.
one more thing I want to ask you about. Have you seen that you're on some of the rush buttons? There's
Cole showed me that.
She showed you?
Okay.
Do you have one?
That's funny. Oh, my.
It's my favorite pin I have on this right now.
I don't know.
Well, what is that? A rush button? I mean, are you...
Yeah, so we're giving these out to potentials.
The potentials. You're one of the first.
I don't think that will work.
It's one of the first thing they'll see is Teaford.
Teaford
I don't think
tricycle.
that... I'm not sure that will. I might turn people away.
I think it's going to turn. I think it's going to make people want to join.
Because for a long time I didn't like talking to potentials, because I felt they'd be scared. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of students are scared to talk to a professor first of all, and then an old professor even worse.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to come on and they'll think, ooh, this is some weird organization with old men in it.
You're one of the cornerstones of the organization, so I feel like it makes sense.
But they don't know that.
Yeah, I guess they don't. They'll learn.
Because I'm just on the button.
They'll get to learn. It'll happen.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought Cole just did that himself.
No, those are going out to potentials.
All the actives
I hope
were
you're
fighting.
okay with that.
Okay.
All the actives were fighting for that pin. It was like the first ones to go.
Everyone took the Teaford pens.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get one. I was upset.
Yeah.
There's more now.
There is?
Yeah.
I'll get some.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Keep producing them.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I want to give a special thank you to Teaford. He didn't have to do this, and he didn't have to come and talk with us, but he did. And this conversation was so enlightening, and I am so happy I got to learn more about him and this organization and throughout the years.
Yeah, it's nice to learn about the history of it.
And thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much for coming on.
It was a delight to have you.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to be more excited for another episode after this.
I think this was the most exciting episode we had. If you would like to come on the podcast, please fill out the podcast form and we will get in touch with you for our next episode.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How often do you do it?